Well, welcome back here to the AIS fields here in Canberra. Weather's starting to cool down a little bit. It's still beautiful blue skies here. 4:30 kickoff between Belconnen United, who are undefeated this season, and Canberra FC. It's been an incredible rivalry over the last two seasons. Of course, everyone remembers that grand final where Chantel Jones was absolutely superb. She's actually been named today. She's coming off the bench. We'll go through the sides shortly. Belconnen, they've secured the Federation Cup and the Premiership this season. They secured a treble last year. They're looking for a historic double treble, and also looking to see off Anthony Jagaranek, the fantastic coach that he's been for such a long period of time. They're looking to see him off with the Premiership, no doubt. The Blue Devils, they've been totally dominant in the league this season. They finished on 46 points, boasted a goal difference of plus 100. The squad is absolutely stacked with talent, from captain Lauren Keir at the back all the way through to striker Nicole Jaloka, who's been close to the competition's best player this year. Belconnen, they'll be highly favoured, but this Canberra FC side have managed to stay with them this season. Of course, they had that draw in the first round of the season, and then in round 10, when Caitlin Munoz actually got 10 minutes in the bin for dissent, they only went down 1-0. Maddie Whittle, the goal scorer on that day, she's not here today, hasn't played for quite some time, but it's still a very strong Belconnen United outfit, and they start at the back. In jumper number 20 is Sally James. Katie Woodman in number 2. Lauren Keir in number 3. Bronte Pike, number 4. Jessie Rashart in number 5. Caitlin Munoz in number 6. Laura Carnegie, she'll start off the bench. Michaela Day in number 8. Catherine Brown, that centre-back pairing has been so strong, and she's part of that. Alexia Fournier will come off the bench. Nicole Jaloka in number 12. Karen Clark and Kira Bobbin round out the side. Maria Pachi and Ayla Robertson are also on the bench. For Canberra FC, Grace Gill said yesterday that if they can start well and if they can sort of grind it out, then there'll be a big chance to do something here. Who knows? If they are able to grind out for 70 or so minutes, they could do anything. They start at the back with Natasha Vasta in goals, Alice Churchill in number 2, Ivana Galich in number 4, Jamie Berkeley number 5, Sharon Chow will start off the bench, Grace Gill in number 9, Rachel Goldstein in number 10, Brittany Palombi, the league's leading goal scorer, of course, with Taylor Young with 27. She needs 2 today to equal that mark. Krista Hagan in number 14, Melissa Bunker in 15, Bridget Wright in number 18, and Isabella Tamaro in 27 coming off the bench. I did mention Chantel Jones earlier. She's been named on the bench. We'll wait and see what happens there. Possibly if it goes to penalties, she could be called upon, as Melissa Bunker gets us underway here and passes to Grace Gill, who was looking for Goldstein early. And it's a fast-paced start here as Ivana Galich goes back and plays Vasta. Of course, a spot in the grand final up for grabs in this game, and Gill starts it early. It's taken there by Bobbin. It's a nervous pass, though, and strong in the middle there was Bunker. And, of course, Krista Hagan's going to form that midfield partnership with Grace Gill today, as that one just gets away from Churchill. Now it's played in. Strong effort there from Jaloka, just pushed off the ball. Now comes out to Galich, looking for Goldstein. Couldn't find her. Now, quite interesting to see a different approach here from Belconnen. Just looking at this side here, with Rashart starting at centre-back, they've actually moved Catherine Brown up onto a right wing. Now this one, strong challenge on that occasion, no. And in fact, a free kick given to Canberra FC here. Nicely in was Berkeley. Now Brown has been such an integral part of the defence all season. She's actually going to start on a right wing, so something a little bit different for the Blue Devils and Anthony Jagaranek. So Galich plays it short, looking for Goldstein. Comes around. Dealt with well by Bobbin, who just sends it out. So a good start here from Canberra FC, and you want to start well against a side like Belconnen in early. Oh, very heavy, very, very heavy contact there. So it'll be the Blue Devils' ball. Short here from Bobbin. And now Gill. Goes high from Vasta, only as far as Bobbin, who controls it well. That's a wonderful ball looking for Munoz, who scores the first goal. It was very easy. It was a wonderful ball in and straight past Vasta. And well, if you were looking at getting a good start to this game, Belconnen have absolutely started on fire. Something from nothing, really. Talk about grinding it out. Well, now there's none of that luxury here for Canberra FC. 1-0 Belconnen and 1 foot into the grand final. Intercepted here by Berkeley. Looks to go wide, looking for Palombi. Kia versus Palombi down that left side for Canberra FC, and the right side for Belconnen is going to be such a intriguing matchup. Rashad gets it from James. Never afraid to do this. I'm just happy to sit on the ball, and on that occasion it was Clark. Now Bobbin sniffing another opportunity. It's cleared there by Hagen. Just putting that pressure on. Now here's Munoz. Really pushed over there by Galich. Very cynical. Just a little bit of slower play now. So Clark over the ball. It goes high, and Vasta just into that sun. That's the last thing you want. That's why she's wearing that cap. We're quite fortunate here on the sideline. It's going to fall to Jalocka. Vasta comes out, judges it well, and yeah, Jalocka just got underneath her there. No harm done, both contesting the ball, but Vasta with the ability to go a little bit higher by putting those arms up. Just coming back. This time it goes out of the box. It's quickly played on that occasion from Tamaro. Now it falls from Chow. In fact, it was Palombi looking to get it forward for Berkeley. Now, wonderful ball for Jalocka, looking for Brown. She'll want to get back onto the left. She works it, gets onto that left, plays it back looking for Munoz. Gill was there, read it like a book. All those former Canberra United players, such talent in this league. We're so blessed here in this WNPL league to have so many good players. On this occasion, Palombi, she's one of them. Brown, a searching ball, puts Bobbin under the pump, and it's dealt with on that occasion. Now it comes in, Bobbin, under immense pressure. It'll be a quick throw in. Played on this occasion by Hagen. All asking for that ball. It's not coming. Chance there for Pike. Played back, straight into Goldstein. It's not the start Canberra FC wanted. They've just got to relax a little bit. And on that occasion, just cleared by Goldstein. Played in by Bobbin. Only as far as Day. And that was a strong challenge. Went straight through. Straight through Munoz. That's been an interesting battle so far. As Keir goes high, there's Gill. Puts the arms out. Looks for Palombi. Can't find her on that occasion. This will be dealt with by Tamaro. And on that occasion, Vasta's able to get up and get it. She goes high. No one's moved across there. Clark goes high, looking for Brown. Churchill will get across, only as far as Jalocka. Now Brown wants that left. Churchill gets in, gets first. Only as far as Keir. Back to Brown. All the way back to Munoz, and that one's gone. Of course, the disadvantage is that playing side by side, sometimes that ball disappears and goes onto the other pitch. So here's Keir. Gill getting back and helping the defence. Just a nightmare start for Canberra FC. A dream start if you're a Belconnen United fan. Caitlin Munoz getting the first one right here. Putting another foot into another grand final. And in the last 8, won 6 of them. It's an impressive stat. Headed here. Chow tried to get there. Now Brown on that left. Plays it in. Goes to Day. And dealt with on that occasion. Just under a lot of pressure. And it was Ryan who did well. That's a high ball in from Clark. Now back out. Here's Goldstein. Looks to go short under pressure. Bobbin had the shirt tucked and it was viewed there by the referee. So another chance for Clark to send it in. She goes high into that sun and Vasta's able to let it go. So it's a nice fast start. Vasta just looking to slow it down. She goes high. It's dealt with. We throw in for Keir. Keir goes looking for Jalocka. Can't find her. That goes across. Well in on that occasion was Churchill. Went high, did Brown. Couldn't quite get it, and that's a hold. Palombi not happy. Palombi really not happy with that. Got a bit of fire this game. Just get the feeling if Canberra can get a goal here, then it'll make it pretty interesting. So Vasta comes up to take it. Rolled over on that occasion. Strong in. Now falls to Munoz. Goes looking for Rashad. Vasta's a long way out. She does very well to get there. Plays it to Gill. That's backing yourself. I remember the last time these teams played in round 10, it was Vasta going off injured and Churchill had to go into goals. This time Gill can't control it. Jalocka comes at her. Wonderful pass back. Now they look to control it. Now it comes out wide to Churchill. Goldstein looking to get past Keir. That's going to be a great matchup. In that time was Tamaro. Played all the way back to James. Let's just slow down just a touch here. And that was a wonderful effort there from Grace Gill. Caught me a little bit by surprise there. Didn't look like a shot, looked like a pass and nearly snuck in. That really would have got us going. Still 1-0 for Belconnen. Sent high by James. Quickly over the top from Keir to Brown. Lovely touch. Plays Munoz. She goes looking for Bobbin. Wright gets in there. Now this time it's Goldstein. First touch was good to get around Pike. Now looking for Palombi. Just comes off the side of the boot there. Plenty of time for James. And put under pressure there by Bunker. Tamaro. Lovely in. Really working here. Goldstein can't quite work across. Not a whole lot happening for Pike. Looks to play Bobbin in. Across there is Hagen. Just calls Goldstein back. Pike looking to chew off a little bit of meterage. Does. Wonderful touch from Bobbin. And then today to Brown on that left, and then looking for Jalocka. A little bit easy for Vasta to come out and get that one. As the Shade looks to take control of the ground. It is a nightmare in this sort of first half for goalkeepers late in the afternoon. The sun's straight in the eyes, which is why Vasta's got the hat on. It should settle down, luckily enough, for Sally James in the second half as Munoz looks to play Jalocka only as far as Galich. Now Pike, the other four, gets in. And there's Bobbin again playing Day. Now Jalocka. We're going to play Brown on the wing. Can't find a Gill. Looking for Palombi. Just cut off on that occasion by Rashard. Plays Brown. Goes on the right foot that occasion. Cut off by Gill. Now Gill working hard. She can't quite get there though. Promising signs though for Canberra FC. They're now matching Belconnen despite that early goal. Such a disappointment for them with all the build-up of this game. To concede in the fashion that they did, sort of from nothing, but all credit to Belconnen. When they get a chance, they do seem to take it. Now Berkeley puts James under pressure. She's still onside. It might fall to Gill. Can't quite get there. Done well on that occasion did Clark. Now a wonderful lashing shot on that occasion from Berkeley, but goes straight to James. So even footing there. Lovely work from Galich to play it down to Hagen. Goes wide looking for Palombi. Keir wearing her like a glove at the moment. That's probably a battle that decides this game as Day wins a free kick. Just that little bit of a shirt tug from Hagen. Brown looks to go quickly. She sees Kira Bobbin. working. Bobbin didn't read it in the flight, but she manages to get to the bounce of the ball as Wallace wasn't reading it, or Wright rather wasn't reading it. And it ends up being a goal kick. So disappointing for Belconnen on that occasion. Brown had the right idea to go quickly. Now Churchill plays Gill. All the way back to Tamaro. Now Galich. So disciplined in their defensive structure of Belconnen that they're just not really being brought into this sort of play of the ball. But now they sort of work it through Churchill. Brown's working now, plays Palombi. She's dangerous in this position. Thought it may have been a free kick, but Day played it very well. And now Keir. She'll want to go on the left. She does. Plays it inside. Back to Woodman. Now pressure here on Galich as Bobbin gets there. Can she keep it in? She does. Looks to go around Galich. No one's there. It's just Wright and Vasta. And Vasta plays her. There's a change happening now on field for Belconnen. So Bobbin's going to move to that right wing and Brown's going to play left. Comes here. Now it's stolen by Munoz. Brown voices her displeasure at that one. Now Lovely from Goldstein. Plays bunker. Not a whole lot of movement up forward for her. Back to Berkeley. Goes long looking for Palombi. She gets in front of Keir. Just trying to play it down for either Berkeley. She'll get the ball back here. Palombi has a strike and flashes across just over the top. Goal kick here for the Blue Devils. Sally James to take it. Take her time here. She's got Keir working wide. Just play it short. Didn't get out of the box though. Notice well worked there by the linesman. Referee was going to let that play. This time plays Rashart. Now back. It's a awkward ball to deal with and Clark just says, oh, what are we doing? So in from right. Looks to play bunker. Goldstein gets in front of Pike. Gets around one. Gill takes the first touch. Now back to Berkeley, who has a shot, and it's building for Canberra FC. You just get a feeling. Get a feeling of this building. They're just getting on top in this game. They're starting to play the game on their terms despite conceding that early goal. Belconnen at the moment just trying a few different things. James in goal. Urges everyone to get sort of squished into the middle. Looks for Jalocka. She loses the header to Hagan. Now Gill has a shot. It's a flying shot and Sally James forces an absolute stunner of a save. Did Grace Gill with a magnificent shot. James saw it in flight and punched it over the bar. And that's what I'm talking about with Canberra FC getting on top in this game. I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want to give Grace Gill too much space. The captain for FC just starting to roam that midfield. It's going to be a wonderful matchup against Munoz in midfield. Here comes the corner. Wonderfully in. No one's front post though. Hagan gets up in front of Jalocka. Now plays it back to Goldstein and just sent by Clark. Bobbin's got the pace here and you'd almost back her in to get past Churchill. She gives her a shove in the back and then sends it down the line. Palombi and Keir, that's a good contest. And one on the end by Keir. Just the shoulder, I think it was, or coming across the ball from Palombi. Keir's got a number at the moment. No, she's spent a couple of weeks out injured over the last few weeks, so that week off has really done her a world of good. Lauren Keir comes in from Clark. It's a high ball. A free header there for Pike, and it just comes across the face. Can't allow that. It was a wonderfully crafted ball from Karen Clark. Vasta goes high. Clark sends that one up. Quick ball in from Churchill, looking for Bunker. Here's Keir again, getting in front of Palombi, shutting it down straight away. Quickly in, Berkeley can't quite get there. Day does well. Now Hagan, there's 2 balls on the field now for FC as Palombi plays it across, looking for Berkeley. Keir back to James, and she works it out. Jalocka read that one better than Galich and just managed to put some pressure on. Now here's Palombi. She switched sides. Seen this happen a little bit. Looks to play Hagan. Clark's in there, does really well, sends it into the crowd. Quick ball coming back. Wonderfully in from right. Plays Hagan, goes short side. James does well to get down. Clean hands, first take. Looks to go high, and she does. Looking for Bobbin. Now plays Rashart. Oh, she falls over the ball and still has time to allow someone else to get it. It's quite incredible. Clark goes over the top. Churchill and Bobbin. It's a good battle, and Bobbin manages to force Churchill into giving away a corner there. So you get the targets forward. Expect a Brown, Pike or Munoz to get forward here. Even Clark as Woodman stands over it in the last bits of sunshine here at the AIS. It's a wonderful ball. Falls in and comes off the body of Goldstein, but given as a goal kick, I don't know about that. When in doubt, it always does seem to go to the defending side. So in here from Vasta. Goes high. Gill in against Munoz. That's a good battle. And then Hagan with a nice little cheeky one. Zagaranek not happy, saying that's twice now that Munoz has been brought down. Also a very passionate defender of his players is Zagaranek. So Keir. Goes high. Tough from Munoz. Now Pike. Back to Rashart. Goes into Brown. Taken there by Berkeley, but a rather bunker, but Brown was in strong there from the wing. Now it's right. Comes across, bunker. Hagan digs out the dirt with that effort. Now Munoz just too strong in midfield. Clark goes across. Goldstein high with the head. Sends it. So now Keir goes short. Does well. Here's Bobbin and Churchill. That's becoming a real intriguing matchup. Both pacey players. Now Goldstein versus Keir. That'll be a throw for FC. And Keir just catches the ankle just to allow her to get back into place. It's the old veteran style move. Not saying that Keir's a veteran by any means, but it's very smart play. Clark will let it go, and James, and it might fall to... Oh, the chance was there for Bunker. They misread it. James just allowed Clark to leave it, and Clark thought that James was coming, waiting for the ball to go over the line. They both misread it, and Bunker had the chance to get real clean air on it and just sort of air swung at it, and a goal kick there for Belconnen. So now the ball comes out. A throw for Belconnen. In from Keir, intercepted quickly. Palombi being shut down early in this game. Needs a bit of help from her side as Munoz goes down again. Rolls her ankle. Here's Jaloka. Took strong contact, did Jaloka. Galich with a big challenge there. That's not the first time she's been involved in a big challenge so far this afternoon. Looking to put the body in when she can and make those forwards of Belconnen feel a bit of the tackle. Here's Vasta. She goes high. Comes off Rashart. Gill can't get past Rashart. Now Bunker and Goldstein put the pressure on, but Rashart keeps going. That's a wonderful run. Now plays Keir on that outer side in the sunshine. Back to Rashart, and Keir holds. Goes on the left this time. Wonderful ball inside to Munoz. Can't control it. Hagen tries to, can't get there. Brown gets a header on it to Jaloka. Falls to Munoz. Now back to Woodman. Munoz too strong. Back to Woodman. Needs to control it. Just needed to perhaps take a breath with Brown on the outside. A rush of blood perhaps from Katie Woodman there. So Vasta. She goes long. Munoz with that nice little elbow holding her ground, and then just looking to take back control of this game. It's our referee. It's Galich. Just forced to go back a little bit. She plays it long. It'll fall from Rashart. Down to Jaloka. She wins it. Now she's one-on-one against Tamaro. And then plays it to Brown. Brown on the wrong foot. Forces a wonderful save out of Vasta. What a combo that was with Jaloka and Brown. Brown forced to go on her right foot. I would say she is a two-footed player and nearly well and truly put Belconnen in control. Wonderful effort, and Vasta, give her some credit in the sun. That's no easy save. Corner here for Belconnen. Plenty of movement. Comes in, Vasta for one grab, two grab. Now takes it time, under pressure, plays it high. That's going to bounce over Palombi. Day was there, now Hagen. Looks to go wide to Goldstein. Plenty of movement forward, she's got Bunker moving for her. Berkeley, in fact. Gets the throw, so they can push numbers forward. Still trailing 1-0 here, Canberra FC. That Caitlin Munoz goal earlier in the game gave Belconnen the advantage, and they just haven't been able to reel one back as yet, Canberra FC. So it's the same scoreline as that round 10 matchup. So in from Keir, I think as far as Goldstein. Hagen tries hard. Now Gill does well. Looks to play it wide, looking for Wright. That's a wonderful ball. Now Wright just, ball was still spinning and tried to hit it. Couldn't quite find it. Good pressure from Brown. Quick take from James, plays Rashart. Did well there, Berkeley. In from Keir. And as far as Churchill. Gill can't get there. Woodman can't control it. And Goldstein will run onto the ball. Just caught Keir napping for a second. Now plays across to Bunker, to Berkeley. Munoz will win it down to Day and back to Churchill. Goldstein, it's a bit of pinball at the moment. Berkeley onwards to Goldstein. Perhaps a free kick. Keir says enough of that. Happy to concede a corner. Of course, you'll think Lauren Keir would once again be on the radar of Heather Garriock, and Canberra United hasn't put a foot wrong this season. So it'll be a quick one in from Hagen. I'd love to get some air under this one and wait for some movement. You can tell that they're going to go for Gill. She goes that short, and that's disappointing. Never gave anyone really a chance. It's played quickly from James. Goes short for Rashart. Keeps it in, but put herself under pressure. Now Churchill against Bobbin, and Bobbin does really well to get the ball. Now Keir, quick throw. Real advantage of having a wing back that's able to do that. Now she plays it, looking for Munoz. Munoz smashed again, and this time the card's going to come out. And it comes out this time for Galich, who, as they say, third time's the charm, and she gets a yellow for her trouble. Munoz stayed down after that hit. Has copped a few hits so far today. Really feeling it is the veteran. It's not feeling too good about herself at the moment. So it'll be Day to take. Normally it would be Munoz in this situation taking the free kick, but it's Day. Over the ball. Plays a little chip ball, looking for Brown on the right foot. Oh, she played it to herself. I thought she was going to have a shot. Now works it on the outer side and gets a throw. I thought Brown was going to back herself in on the wrong foot. She gets the throw instead, only as far as Gill. Now it comes out to Berkeley. Munoz still limping around, but manages to get it to Clark. Goes short. Pike pushed off it by Galich. Got to be careful on a yellow card. Let's play quickly. That'll be a free kick to Hagen. Vaster will take it. It's taking a little bit of time. Goes short to Galich. So he plays short. Here's Palombi. Haven't seen a lot of her. So there's a shot. Now it falls to Gill. Bobbin puts the pressure on. So she goes wide to Churchill. Churchill plays it in. Dealt with on that occasion by Clark. Now Berkeley. Back to Galich. And then across to Wright. Short. Lovely from Palombi. And then Wright looks to get around. Wonderful from Rashard. And then Palombi went on with it, even though it was a free kick. Perhaps venting a little bit of frustration. So James has taken this the other side. Still waiting for a bit of movement upfield, perhaps. What's happening now? So Clark's been ushered from the field. Not sure what for. Looks like a little bit of blood needs to be dealt with. So that means Brown will push back into a position while they're playing with 10. So this is the opportunity now that Canberra are looking for, as Keir goes over on that ball, and she's not in a good way, is Lauren Keir. That's not what you want to see if you're a Belconnen fan. Just looking in backfield as it's played up the ground. Lauren Keir still on her haunches as the ball's played through Hagen. It's not what you want to see. Of course, Lauren Keir battled injury over the last couple of weeks and really went heavy over that ball, and perhaps a knee. She doesn't look in the best of ways, but Clark will come back on now. So they're back to the full complement of 11. But if they were to lose Keir here, who's really struggling, perhaps a hip flexor injury from the looks of it. Just the way that she went over the ball, and she's really struggling. She'll make her way up, but it doesn't look good. Just really trying to stretch it out as we'll see a restart with Jalocka giving the ball back to Canberra. I love this about the game, that sportsmanship. I'll just keep an eye on Lauren Kieran back play as he comes to Galich. Galich plays it to Gill. Looks like Keir's back up and running, which is good news for Belconnen. Tamaro, Churchill. That was her first test, Kieran. She's passed that fitness test, so that's all right. There's Berkeley. Now Gill controls it. But ultimately, they've got to be able to score here, Canberra FC. Here's Keir. Looks to be moving okay and a little bit better now. Still a little bit ginger in the way that she's moving. Here's another test, her throwing ability. Looks for Brown. Thought she had a case that would have been hers, but called against her. This is played on here. Palombi pleading with the referee. Now here's Rashard with a fantastic run. puts Hagen and then sends the burners on, and Jesse Rashart. We haven't seen that too often, and that was a wonderful bit of play from the number 5. As Woodman goes across to take the corner. Keir still trying to stretch out that hip flexor in back play as Woodman goes for the corner. Nice little huddle set up here. Another Jagger set play. Woodman goes high, can't quite get the purchase on it. She'll get another chance to send it in. Dangerous at the back post is Clark, who goes down, and Churchill now will be chased by Bobbin. Puts the pressure on. Keir will get there first from the downfield kick. Day intercepted it, and that means Berkeley got the ball. So now Goldstein plays Hagen. And there's a chance, and Wright's done really well. She'll look to play it high. No numbers in on the box. Brown gets there before Gill. Just in the nick of time, I reckon. Now Munoz plays it wide for Pike. Now Jalocca. I haven't seen a whole lot of her, but that's a wonderful ball looking for Brown. He's in a race against Vasta. He's going to have to come out of the box and simply just clears it. It's good when she does that. Is Vasta. Numbers pushing back for Belconnen. Or pushing forward, I should say, and pushing back for Canberra. Late in this first half. A lovely tackle there from Jalocca. Really just going the ball, forced the pressure on. Just keen not to concede here, Canberra, in these late stages. Want to go into the sheds with either one apiece or 1-0 as a best case scenario. Galich on that yellow card has to be careful in the second. Now Rashart. Taken here by Berkeley, or Bunker. And Bunker then shoved down, but I thought it was shoulder on shoulder. And then a yellow coming out for Rashart. Well, don't know about that, but it's been one of those type of games. I think just looking to keep control of the contest. Eyeing the options is Palombi. Comes off the head. Pike just let it roll. Was never really going to get there. So now a chance for Berkeley to send it in. Goes short. And Bunker was there. And then cleared by Bobbin, who gave it to Clark, who just sent it downfield. Tamaro. Bobbin, the workhorse, continues to go. Has Keir working wide for her. That's about the only option. So she goes herself, tries to draw them in. That's a wonderful ball for Keir. Keir will look to work it in. It nearly got past everyone. Galich just stuck a foot out and the ball seemed to stick. Now Palombi and Brown gets across. Strong defender. Not giving her an inch. Quick ball from Palombi. Here's Gill looking to make the most of that missing position. Goes to look for Goldstein and tries the turn. Gets around Day. Now Gill works herself into the box. A wonderful place to be. Plays Bunker, who just needed a better touch at the moment. Just missed that opportunity. Now it's quickly on. Was looking for Bobbin. That was promising signs from Gill. So dangerous when she gets the opportunity. She's still trying to carry her side over the line. It's quickly on. Still in, no. So quickly from Bobbin. Down here. No, gives it to Pike. Bobbin, so much time when she's got it. Played Pike and Goldstein. Goldstein pleads her case. It's not. Decision's not going to change. Got to worry about these sort of chances late though for Belconnen to be able to send the ball in. Here's Clark. It's high. It's a pack forming, and out the back is Woodman. Plays it into Jalocka. Brown on the right foot. Plays it across the face. Dealt with on that occasion by Wright. Now Palombi. And Keir does very, very well. And yes, that's half time. It didn't sound like a... Oh, there's a bit of confusion. No, that will be... Yeah, that will be half time. There was a bit of confusion. I don't know if the referee, if the P and the whistle sort of got lost halfway through that blow, but it is half time. Belconnen, 1 foot in the grand final. Caitlin Munoz, the goal scorer in the first half. It's been a fiery clash, these two rivals against one another. It's Brent Ford here at the AIS for Bar TV and Capital Football. We'll be back with the second half shortly. Well, the sun is setting here at the AIS, but the action is only just heating up. It's going to be a fantastic second half of NPL action here between Belconnen and Canberra FC. These traditional rivals, been some storied clashes between the two. Belconnen dominated perhaps over the last few years, but you can't forget that grand final from a couple of years ago where Canberra FC put a dent in I guess it what would have been a treble if Belconnen does end up winning the title this year. So you go back and have a look at that and see that Canberra FC, while Belconnen have been such a strong benchmark over a long period of time, Canberra FC have been right up there and have been only a goal or two back. So, I mean, if they can get a goal in this second half, make it 1-1 apiece. You've still got Chantel Jones sitting on the bench. I'm not sure whether she'll play as an outfield player. It looks like she's got the goalkeeper shorts on. So if you get it to 1 apiece, you get it to penalties. Who knows what could happen here. Grace Gill giving her side a pep talk. Meanwhile, Belconnen, they'll just want to do what they've been doing all game, and that's been controlling it. There was a bit of an injury scare earlier for Lauren Keir, who went over on the ball. Caitlin Munoz has copped a couple of bumps. Yellow card warning so far for Jessie Rashart for Belconnen, and also Ivana Galich. So they're two that will need to err on the side of caution in this second half. Of course, you've still got Carnegie sitting on the bench for Belconnen, such a handy player to be able to bring in. Also Alexia Fauna is sitting on the bench for Belconnen. So there's two players that could really make a difference. I'm looking at Canberra FC and Lara Agnew, probably the one for me, and Chantel Jones that could really make a difference. Sharon Chow as well, spent a little bit of time with the academy. She's a fantastic player. Vanessa Ryan is a pace machine on her day. So a couple of options on either side to sort of mix it up as this game sort of opens up. It's getting a little bit chilly here as Munoz kicks us off for the second half. We're underway here thanks to Bar TV for Capital Football. Brent Ford with you in commentary. Wonderful start here. And Munoz goes down again. Another hard one. Hard challenge there. Getting in there is right, but there's no one forward. So Clark puts the foot through the ball. Bobbin wasn't aware that's coming, but it falls to her now. Gets past one. I think she wanted to keep going, but called back for a free kick. Unfortunate. This is normally where Belconnen are able to sort of come back against these sides and really finish them off when they have got a lead. Clark with the free kick. Plays it high. Vasta reads that one well. Straight into the gloves. No worries. She puts the boot through the ball. Goes wide. Goldstein's going to be the first one to get there, but you look at how Belconnen then get behind the ball in their formation. Looked for Hagen. That pass is going astray. Woodman able to get it. And there's Pike, just too busy on the ball now. Goldstein looks to go wide. Here's Churchill, was looking to play Palombi. It didn't quite work out for her, and Keir just tracks it out, and James will have an easy one for the goal kick. James goes high looking for Keir. Only as far as Berkeley. Wonderful there from Rashart. Now Munoz. Day looking for Brown. Brown just gets under from Churchill, but allows that to take. Now Brown goes quick. No, she doesn't. Or look to go quick at least. Gets a runner from Bobbin who just misjudged it, and Galich came across and worked her under it. Now Keir sort of with the hobble, perhaps. Working down. A feeling if they do get a lead, she might be one of the first ones that gets the jacket. Now nice one from Woodman. Forces Vasta to come out. She clears it. Does well on that occasion. Be Woodman over it. She false starts the first one. Then comes again, and Jaggernet calling for his troops to switch on. He won't be happy with that. Here's Keir. Goes down the line looking for Jalocka. Keir goes short to Brown. She'll be able to swing on the left and get a ball in. That's a wonderful ball looking for Bobbin at the back post, who just can't control it. And Vasta's able to get over the top of that one. Now she sends it. Woodman, first one there. Munoz and Gill both go down. Bit unlucky there. Gill and Munoz have a bit of a laugh about it, the old Canberra United teammates. I think that was a bit of smart play from Gill, just able to sort of roll back as she felt the contact from Munoz. She'll be keeping close check on that occasion now. Bunker plays it to Hagen. Gill working inside, but Munoz reading that one well. Goldstein just needed to hold it for a little bit longer. Brown does really well to get that one on. Strong contact on this occasion from Galich. Plays it back to Tamaro. Now all the way back to Vasta. Now it's a lovely ball. Here's Churchill. Brown in pursuit. Puts enough pressure on. Now it falls to Palombi. Goes one way, then the other. Now Keir gets almost a Shepherd and Palombi. That's not what we come to expect from her so far this season. She'll be disappointed with that. It comes quickly to Clark. It's put under pressure by Bunker, and now this will be Tamaro. Plays it short. Here's Berkeley. Only as far as Pike, who just sends it forward. Jalocka with a bit of pace. Really does well. One of the best players in the league, Nicole Jalocka. Just never gives up on a play. Fantastic when she gets the chance to strike as well. On this occasion, just can't get it as Palombi. Possibly one of her equals in the competition. Now this one will fall to Goldstein. Now she's surrounded by 5 blue shirts. Manages her way through it. Gets past Day. Now waiting for numbers to come in. Well dealt with on that occasion by Pike. Looking for Bunker. That'll go high by Clark. Expected Brown to get there, and she did well on that occasion. Sounds Keir. Played high by Brown. Jalocka just looking to play it back in Gill. She plays it just as high. It might bounce. Keir just lets it roll out. She goes long down the line for Brown. That's a wonderful header back in. The Nous to go back to Bobbin. Should have gone on her left. She does. Now plays it across to Munoz, who has a shot, and wonderful save from Vasta. That was great play from Brown working across. She's been busy on that wing. Good to see she's utilised a different one, and Day feels that one straight in the head. A little bit shaky. So plenty of time as Galich sears a ball across the pitch, looking for Hagen. Bunker had a chance. Clark just puts a foot through that one. It'll roll out. So now Churchill. Short. Plays Hagen. Back to Hagen. Gill being worn like a glove at the moment. Berkeley. And Bunker. So Keir. Brown called for it. Pass just off the mark. Hagen looking for Berkeley. Like to see them perhaps try Palombi central at some stage. Here she is here. Palombi plays it back to Churchill against Keir. Left back versus right back. Wonderful in by Keir. If she saw, she's not showing it at the moment. So she goes down the line looking for Brown. Churchill just was able to get there. Now Gill and Day, and it's becoming a good battle. Now Hagen gets the first touch and then gets over the second one. Now Palombi takes it off her, beats Woodman, and then gets around Keir. No, Keir comes back for a second bite and then sends it on its way. Thought that she got perhaps nipped at the feet. I think she had a good case there as the ball gets stuck beneath a chair. And then we eventually got there, but that a little bit of comedic action there on the sideline. And then Hagen, well, she'll want to have that one back again. Looks like it'll be Vanessa Ryan who'll be the sub that does come on for Canberra FC with her warming up on the sideline. Now here comes Hagen. Plays it across, looking for Goldstein. Well in on that occasion was Bronte Pike. This will fall to Churchill. Bobbin in pursuit, actually. Hagen cut across and then looked to play Goldstein. There's Pike again. Two wonderful bits of play from her in defence. Now Galich in strong. Hagen again looking for Goldstein. She's out of a few petrol tickets. I dare say that bench will be used sooner rather than later. Just trying to mix it up as Gill. Wonderful first touch and then dispossessed by Day. The pass went back. Clark. Tamaro, that was poor. And gave Bobbin a chance from Jalocka. And Galich, got to be careful. Of course, going down to 10 players against Belconnen would be an absolute disaster for Canberra FC, let alone losing probably their most influential centre-back. Which is no slight on Tamaro, who's got the ball now. Palombi, oh, lovely turn on Keir, but frustration for Keir there. I thought she did extremely well initially with the turn when Palombi turned, but wasn't seen the same way by our referee. Perhaps maybe a slight tug of the jersey. I don't think there was a whole lot in it. It's a Galich. She'll play it high. It's a good ball in. Sort of works. Chance for Goldstein to whip around, and she doesn't. Oh, just keeps it wide, and Davey. Sally James lucky. There's Day in that contest, though, that sort of let it come to ground at the front. And then there was no pressure on Goldstein, who was able to whip around. Didn't quite get the purchases. Tamara is put under a bit of pressure now. Vasta does well, but now it's just played out. Bobbin looks to go quick. She's got Keir short. There's a switch of that play again, and with it's a little bit of a great sliding tackle there from Jaloka. And then she wins a corner. Well, that's why she's one of the best players in the league. Something from nothing. That work ethic from Nicole Jaloka to never let that sort of defence go. Brown takes over the kicking duties now. It's no slide on Katie Woodman, but Brown just able to get that whip with her left foot. Wonderful user of the football. And that's why it's a wonderful limping pass looking for Clark, who got a head on it, didn't get enough purchase, perhaps didn't read it in the flight. And that goes out. So still pressing here, Belconnen. That's a wonderful throw, looking for Pike. It comes back from Munoz. Now Clark. She'll put her foot through it, and she scores! 2-0 Clark. What a fantastic strike, something from nothing. And Vasta couldn't get up into the top right-hand corner. Belconnen well on their way to another grand final. Karen Clark, something from nothing. It was an exquisite throw into the box. It was played back. It was cleared. Clark took the first touch and with some composure sent an absolute rocket into the top left. Vasta couldn't reach to her right. That's what they do, Belconnen. That's what they do. They take their opportunities when they get them. That's why they've been such a good side for such a long period of time. And they sniff blood now as Bobbin goes on the attack. Tamaro manages to stop it. That was Clark on that occasion, getting a long ball through to Bobbin. Amazing. Clark has been playing centre-back for most of this game. They're still playing centre-back, I think, but they're looking to play high up the back, and that's that change being made. Vanessa Ryan coming on. So she'll go wide. Palombi will move central, and Bunker goes to the bench. So force the hand. Did that goal from Clark. Wowee. Straight out of the top draw as Jaloka looks to play Pike, who's playing up the field now. Bobbin's moved into that left back role, but it almost looks like they're playing like sort of a three at the back, sort of almost a defensive midfielder and almost like a right wing, a right midfielder, a left midfielder. They only sort of play one striker. Jaloka has been central most of this game. It's amazing the ways of rotation and formations that Zagranek's been able to work into this side. A whole heap of players being able to play in a variety of positions and being able to fill a lot of different gaps. I mean, you still look at this side, and that's wonderful. Start from Vanessa Ryan. She goes hard again. Well, that's a bit of a spark that they needed. But here's Keir. Now sort of playing more central. Now Jaloka's calling out wide. As I said, she's played central this whole game. Now Keir getting forward. That's not unusual, but I dare say they sniff blood, and I think Brown will move back into a defensive position. A free kick being given, or is it a... Yeah, it'll be a free kick. So, as I was saying, it's just a incredible team, this Belconnen side. You have to marvel at what they've been able to do this season, even without Matty Whittle for the majority of it. Here's Clark, puts her foot through it. Only as far as Bobbin. She's been one that has really been a revelation this year. Kira Bobbin played wide here, just couldn't find Ryan, just seemed to be just always that 1 or 2 goals away when it matters. Canberra FC just against this Belconnen side. It's these two sides that look on paper like it's very competitive, and it always is very competitive, but it's just this part of the game for Canberra FC where it breaks down right at that attacking moment. And you see there Palombi has been an absolute force in this competition all season, hasn't been able to have any space. She's playing central now. She put some pressure on James, which is good to see. Now it falls out to right. She'll look to play it in, looking for Palombi. Now it'll fall to Berkeley, just tipped over her head. Brown read it the best, and Brown reads it again. Now it falls back. Now Galich played back in, looking to get some movement going. Gill. Now Goldstein has a speculative shot, almost one in frustration. She goes longish. Hagen's there, but no one's home. Bobbin, wonderful pass, looking for Pike, who can't control it. Still plenty of subs on the bench keen to get on for the Blue Devils. I dare say one goal and we might one more goal and we might start to see some changes. Here's Tamaro. Goes short to Hagen. Berkeley couldn't get there. Brown, that was a wonderful turn, and then a wonderful pass for Jalocca, who controlled it. And now Brown with the wrong foot. I think Bobbin was offside, but just got in and out of trouble and managed to work it. Now Galich goes down the middle looking for Palombi. Now that's what we wanted to see from Palombi earlier in this game. Now plays Gill. Gill works herself in, and Keir comes across and saves a certain goal. That's fantastic work from the skipper. Corner though for Canberra FC. That might have really put the press on Belco. Had she been able to get through there, Gill, but Lauren Keir came across and shut it down quickly. So to be Palombi to take. She goes short, dealt with by Clark. It's not happening for Canberra at the moment. Comes in, here's Gill. She's the one who could start something. Ryan couldn't get there. Tamaro, Goldstein played back in. Dealt with on that occasion, Palombi. Now falls to Ryan. Ryan with a touch against Keir. Keir does well, and James manages to get across and save it. Really starting to play without fear, FC, and try and get one back. It's such a hard defence to get through, and Jalocca wins the free kick there against Galich. Got to be careful on that yellow card. So Clark is over it, sends it in, looking for Pike, can't get there. Goldstein, the first one there, plays Berkeley. She'll turn, looking for it. Now Hagen in support. There's numbers running forward. She's got Tamaro. There's Tamaro running forward, but then there was no one for Tamaro. Now out to Keir. Ryan's there. Good challenge from Ryan, but Keir strong enough to hold her ground. She was looking for Brown, couldn't find her. Hagen gets it. Tamaro then finds Ryan. Works herself into a good position, looking for Goldstein. Just got there at the right time to James. Just really opening up this game. Don't think 2 goals is enough, but then again, I also think it is enough at the same time. It's hard to tell when these two meet. Wonderful work there from Pike. Plays it short to Jalocka. Quick touch there from Wright. It's easy to say that Ryan has been able to bring a spark for FC. Keir's done well on a couple of occasions. Now falls here to, I believe that's Pike in that corner, just holding the ball. Goes across, dealt with on that occasion. Now Day plays it in. Munoz going to be offside. Vasta plays it short to Galich. Goes sideways to Churchill. He's not happy with that pass, but it wasn't the worst pass. Churchill skirting forward. Brown right there. Goes into Hagen. There's Ryan. Will she get there? So much pace. Pushed off it by Keir, but in the side. Just the marshal of the defence is Lauren Keir. Quickly on to James. Back to James again. Just a bit of pinball. Now Gill. Able to control it, plays it to Hagen. That comes across. Galich got to roll the dice here, FC. Got to think it's going to be a very interesting game if they do lose against the Academy next week. They were in fantastic form against Gungahlin earlier this afternoon. Free kick this time going the way of Jesse Rashart. Played in from Clark. Tried to get over Hagen. Couldn't. Here's Goldstein. Has Tamaro inside. He's had plenty of players wide. Didn't see Berkeley, who was absolutely screaming for it. Galich in again. Wins it. Harsh against Jalocka there. And then she got a couple of metres out of it, Galich, and then played on, and Ryan wasn't on the same page and couldn't get going out of the hold. So then quickly played in from Keir. Actually, what's happening here? So now Jalocka just going to get some work done. I think there might be a little bit of blood. So again, goes back down to 10 players. Churchill looking to make the most of it. Plays it short. Here's Gill. Gill goes short, looking for Palombi. Palombi cut down instantly by Munoz. Then Brown on the wrong foot there. And then Tamaro was looking wide for Goldstein, only as far as Pike. Now Hagen does really well, almost broke the ankles there of Bronte Pike. Looks to play it in. Poor ball. Now Temero gets the first touch, then the second, plays it back to right. Now all the way back to Galich. Goldstein under pressure. Brown just sort of happy to sit there. Gill will work it. And then play it inside to Palombi. Now this is where she gets dangerous. She works in and works out of that challenge and then works around the corner. Just, again, having to do too much was Britt Palombi. She plays it quickly in. Goes high and then sends it in, and James has the time. We'll just take a time for sending it. Vasta well out of her box, goes high in the air. Goldstein doesn't read it. Luckily for her, neither did Rashat. Keir plays Brown, who has a mile of space ahead of her. She's choices, goes with the left. The ball coming back wasn't as good. She'll work back onto her left and then play it across the body looking for Woodman, who was running out of petrol tickets. Isn't it a delight to see Catherine Brown in full flight though? Quite a dual sport player as well. Fantastic on the AFL pitch for the East Lake Demons. Was the best player in the representative game there for the ACT North versus South in the AFL this year, but also plying her trade here for the Blue Devils. Of course, a former Canberra United player as well, so very talented as Goldstein goes on a run, plays it across to Temero, who has a strike. Or it was Palombi, rather. Should be frustrated with her performance, Palombi, but I tell you what, if they do have to play next week, it's an eye-watering battle that she faces against that defence. And Woodman, yeah, she'll come off. Hard to see that number under the light here. It is Alexia Fauna that comes on. Well, it's pretty handy to have Alexia Fauna be able to run off your benches. Jalocca puts some pressure on Galich, plays it back to Vasta. Now Brown gets high, managed to control it. Was Day, and then in on that occasion. So Churchill tries to play it. Now Ryan works it across. Goes out. No real confidence with Keir. That's better. Keir will chase that one down. She'll get there too. She's got Bobbin inside. Vasta, first touch, lovely. Otherwise it was open slather for Kira Bobbin to tap in and make it 3-0. Here's Gill. Goes short for Palombi. She's brought down. It was ball first, which was good. Now Munoz can't find Jalocca, so it opens up again. Gill looked for Berkeley, who was making a run straight down the guts. Couldn't find her. Munoz plays Bobbin. That first touch, always so assured. Munoz is tracking offside, and she is. Still a little bit of time left in this one if Canberra FC can get a quick goal. It's looking unlikely though as Vasta sends it long down the line. Goldstein can't get there. So there'll be a couple of subs coming on, looking to make a difference. They're going to go all in, I think. It'll be Chow and Agnew who will come on. As Goldstein look to play Berkeley. And that one falls to Palombi. And Tamaro now, on that occasion, just couldn't get it done. Now Jalocka. This is where you like to see her in free space. Pushed by Galich, and it's Galich. She's not going to get a red. So here come the subs. I do agree with Lauren Keir that Galich does have to go the ball, and very lucky on this occasion. In fact, it'll be Amy McLaughlin coming on for Tamaro, and Galich will come off, and Sharon Chow will come on. So very lucky Galich, and I dare say that decision was made on the yellow card. So Vanessa Ryan in the lone wall. Clark. She goes high. Tess Vasta, who just fists it out only as far as Gill, which is good for the keeper. And then Ryan just couldn't quite get there. So now Keir goes inside to Munoz. Now she controls it and plays in looking for Bobbin. It's cleared there by Wright. Now Churchill goes back inside. This will be Kira Bobbin. Oh, wonderful save on that occasion by Vasta. Just getting a left boot to it. That's the advantage of Kira Bobbin. Just being able to find space. So it'll be in here from Brown. Goes short to Jalocka. Finds plenty of space. Goes high. Can't find a target. Chow's going to be there. Putting the pressure on Day. And Brown goes with the left. Oh, wonderful ball going sideways. Cut off on that occasion. Now, they'll play it through. No advantage being played. It was a good contest in the middle there. Now Wright goes across looking to try and find Palombi. Couldn't find her. Brown might sneak in behind Churchill here. No, Churchill first one to it. Wonderful work from Berkeley. Yeah, she wins the free kick there. Clark gives a quick one away. Knew that they were outnumbered if she did win the ball. So pretty clever. Vasta just telling them all to go. Now or never. Going to send it in. Goes high. Can't find it. Now it comes across to Brown. Vasta will work to get across. Can't take her time, so she sends it long. Here's Gill. Goes to Hagan. Then stolen by Day. Only as far as... Keep working it forward does Chow, and Goldstein and Pike are going to have a good race here. And Pike just sends it out. Comes back in, Chow. Missed completely there by Munoz. Falls to Hagan, and James manages to deal with it. She takes her time. Sends it wide looking for Bobbin. Tried to scorpion kick it. Ball goes out. Nice sub here as well. It'll be Clark coming off. And it'll be Carnegie coming on. So a couple of changes in the back. So it means that Bronte Pike will go to right back. Keir will look after central defence. And Carnegie will play a wing position. Comes forward. There's Pike. There's Carnegie's first touch. Here's one for Palombi to chase. Again, so disciplined, this Belconnen defence. So hard to break down. Rashart gives it to Brown. Back to Rashart. Only as far as right. Who wins it. Plays it forward. Then looks to go in. It goes high. Palombi. On that occasion, it was Goldstein. Thinking of Bobbin, and Bobbin just so strong. And Brown, the veteran, just taking time. No need to rush with the free kick. Game's in their hands, 2-0 up. Ticket stamped for the grand final in a fortnight's time. 9 in a row for this Belconnen side. 9 in a row. They'll look to have won 7 out of their last 9. It's quite incredible when you think about it. Here's Jalocca. Plays it across today. Vasta will clean that one up. Vasta goes high and long. Might fall to Berkeley here. Can't quite get there. And now a handball from Keir on the ground. Oh, but it's caught against Canberra FC. Incredible. Poor Britt Palombi cannot believe it. She was on the ground. I think Lauren Keir got a handball in there. Quick from Rashart. This is what they do. They play that quick ball. Keir turns it over, but falls to Jalocca. Now Carnegie. Had to Pike. Ryan was in there. So Pike goes short. One against Jalocca now. Ryan. Played back by McLaughlin. Now here's Jalocca. A chance for Jalocca. Plays Carnegie over the bar. Still 2-0. And Belco well in control as here comes a sub. This one will be Ayla Robertson coming on for Belconnen. Jesse Rashart done. So Vasta just a conference here between the referee and the sideline. Now Vasta cleared to take the kick. And goes wide. Bobbin flies high, can't quite get there. Right, couldn't. So right goes the throw, looks for Gill. Plays Chow. Works here to Carnegie. Plays Jalocca, back to Carnegie. This could be the icing on the cake. In the worst position was Vasta, and Churchill saves the day. But as well, some fantastic work from Vasta in the first place to put that possession under pressure. So now it's Pike, I believe, taking it under the lights on that side. Looks for Bobbin, gets her hands on it. Or the head, rather. Vasta looks to go quick. She does. Finds Churchill. Goes back to Vasta. Carnegie putting the pressure on. Can't find it. Push there from Berkeley goes unnoticed. Been a lot of that in this game. Bobbin and Wright race to the ball. Wright's going to let it go. She does well to usher it out. Got to go quick. There's no tomorrow. Well, there is for these sides, but there's never really been a better chance with players for Canberra FC to try and knock off Belconnen. And Belconnen, to their credit, all the challenges come and they just say, well, you know what? We're going to continue our undefeated season. And after this, there's only going to be one more to get through, and an incredible season, an invincible season from Belconnen if they can knock it off. Just an incredible team. You do think, based on this, that it's going to be an absolute cracking final between FC and the Academy next week. And played in by Carnegie, looking for Munoz, can't find her. Here's Bobbin, tracked that one down and then looks to play it in across the face. And bit of frustration there. Munoz, the veteran, knows in this sort of situation, you just look to slow the play down. So Vasta with the goal kick. Hagen gets up. Ryan with the challenge. She goes quickly looking for Chow. Can't find her. Here's Goldstein. Now Ryan against Pike. And Pike well in. And goes down. Possibly cramp. I think it's cramp. It is. Right in the way of the corner. Tries to hobble to her position. Canberra FC goes quickly. Gill falls to Ryan. She can't get it on her left foot. And Gill's still down in... Or is it Gill? No, it wasn't Gill. It was Berkeley. She's still a bit wobbly in back play. So now Brown moves it forward. On this counter attack, Belconnen could really kill this game off. They go straight to the corner flag. There's that discipline that's been instilled in them through seasons of coaching from Jagaranek. And they win the throw. So it's counting it down now. Another grand final in the offing. An incredible season, still undefeated. It's going to take a mighty, mighty effort to beat them. Just so many players able to play in different positions, so many players of wealth of talent. A free kick here for Belconnen. They're just taking their time. They won't mind this. The seconds just keep ticking away. Almost the inevitable coming. Strong in on that occasion. Big challenge. Bobby manages to keep it. Gill still working. Churchill. She goes high looking. Palombi goes down as if she's been shot. May have copped an accidental elbow from Keir. Nothing in it though. Palombi stays down. Keir will go over and apologise. Notice Keir still limping. May she's out there still. Brown puts a boot through it. Bobbin plays it. And then wonderful bit of touch on that occasion. And then was a wonderful effort on that occasion by Robertson. Or it was Alexia Fauna, rather. Here's Palombi. She goes across the face, easy enough for James. James goes across. Was looking for Bobbin on that occasion was Robertson. Here's Brown. Now Vasta. And that's full time. Belconnen, what a machine that they are, moving through to another grand final. 2-0 here at the AIS against Canberra FC. They got off to a perfect start with Caitlin Munoz scoring early. And then Karen Clark with an absolute rocket in the second half booked their ticket to the grand final. It'll be a perfect way to send off their coach Anthony Zagaranek, who will retire at the end of the season, or going on to bigger and better things perhaps, who knows. But until then, Canberra FC, they've got to face the Academy next weekend. It should be a cracker. Belconnen will face the winner of that match. Until then, signing off for Capital Football and Bar TV, Brent Ford from the AAS, 2-0 for Belconnen over Canberra FC. Have a good weekend.